Well, we were trying to time him coming in. You know, we caught him a few times, which had him more cautious than usual. As you saw, he wasn't coming in very comfortable, and you know, Phil was stunned him, but you know, he was very quick on his feet. You know, when Bradley said that he was complaining about his toes, you know, he definitely got to stay on his toes with Manny, and you know, he's quick. You know, he was in and out real quick, and I feel that was, you know, I stayed trying to connect him with the right hand. He was coming in and out. It wasn't that easy to connect.
Jessie, right here in front. When you were in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, and we spoke a lot before the fight, you know, what were you thinking it would be like to be in the ring with such a great fighter? I mentioned all the things that Manny has done. You're very confident. When you got in the ring and you went 12 rounds with this guy, even though he won the fight, did you feel like you were out of your depth with a guy like him because of everything he'd accomplished and how he was handling you? Or did you feel like, even though you lost, you felt like, you know what, I belong here in this kind of fight and I can compete, even though maybe you didn't know your way through it?
Without a doubt, I belong there. You know, this is where I belong. I mean, to have Manny Pacquiao think 2, 3, 4 times before coming in, I mean, he wasn't coming in comfortably. You know, I was trying to catch him every chance that I got. You know, but which made it a chess match. It made it very interesting, very intriguing. I mean, we were both thinking in there, trying to connect with different shots. You know, like I said before, Manny Pacquiao wasn't as busy because he knew that I was waiting for him to come in. I was trying to connect as much as I could to give the fans a good fight, but you know, I hope that they enjoyed it overall.
One other question for you, Jessie. Can you describe the punching power that Manny still has? He hasn't had a knockout for a long time, but he's been scoring knockdowns. Obviously, he dropped you. Can you just compare his power to some other guys you may have been in with, and how does it compare?
He has good speed. When he caught me in the beginning of the fight, I didn't see the punch coming, which you know resulted in a flash knockdown. But I got back up and I made sure to time his speed down, and that's when the right hand started coming in. But then he was starting to be very cautious with my right hand, and which resulted in him not being as busy.
Jessie, did you feel frustration that you couldn't connect with the right hand? And if so, what point of the fight were you starting to get frustrated?
I wasn't frustrated. I mean, he wasn't connecting that much. Well, at least I felt. You know, I have to look back at the videos, but you know, he would do some flurries every now and then, but they weren't connecting very much. He would connect with that left from time to time, and I would connect with my right from time to time. So I thought it was an even fight, to be honest. That's what I felt inside that ring. I don't argue with the judges, but I felt that it was a close fight, and that's what I was feeling. So I mean, I belong here, and I know that I'm sorry that I let my fans down in this fight. I hope that they enjoyed it, and I plan to use it as experience, come back stronger, and capture another world title. I mean, this is only the beginning of my career. Manny Pacquiao has more world title fights than I have fights. You know, I'm still very young, and I'm going to use it as a learning experience. I promise to get better from it and to come back and capture another world title. I'm not going to win. I'm going to be strong.
How quickly would you like to come back?
That's up to my manager and promoter. But for now, we just go back to the drawing board with my team. You know, I'm very proud of my team. You know, they did. I mean, it was a good match. To me, it was a good match because we were both thinking in there, trying to, you know, connect with clean shots. And to do that against Manny Pacquiao, it means that I have a bright future. That's the way I see it. And my team and I will continue to go back to the drawing board.
Jessie, who would you like to fight next? Anyone in particular?
That's up to my manager and promoter, Cameron Duncan, Bob Barrett, Todd DeBuff, and my team. You know, for now, going back to the drawing board and look at the video, make sure to correct any mistakes possibly that we made, and become a better fighter and capture another world title. That's the ultimate goal.
And you as a fighter, would you like to see, Mayweather was ringside, would you like to see Mayweather Pacquiao one more time, and for what reasons?
I mean, everybody knows that I'm a boxing fan as well. Of course, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing it again. You know, everyone knows that, well, that we're still very interested in seeing what's going to happen again.
Hey, Jessie, is there any thoughts about, you know, either going down in weight or, you know, getting out of the welterweight division?
I feel good in the welterweight division. Like I said, I mean, for Manny Pacquiao to think 2, 3, 4 times before coming in because of my power, you know, it means that this is where I belong. And Manny Pacquiao is one of the best fighters in the welterweight division. able to give a good fight, it means this is where I belong, and I'm going to get stronger from this fight. I promise that.
Did you feel your power was where you thought it would be tonight?
I was strong. I connected. I surprised him with some shots. He respected my power. That's why he wasn't coming in. I mean, we normally see a offensive Manny Pacquiao, and in this fight, he wasn't that offensive. You know, he thought a lot before coming in. That means that he respected my power, and you know, I respect him as a fighter as well. You know, and congratulate him.